So this is the mix I use to dull the knives, and I put a penny on here to show you the size. I just used gravel that my husband got for the driveway and ran it through a strainer, and I ended up with the pebbles that are about this big. And as you can see, it's just in a quart sandwich bag. And then once I get as much as I wanted, then I just fill up just my coffee cup, and I just make my coffee cup about half full of the mix, and then I just take my knife and start dipping it and just go up and down and twist it and back and forth. Sometimes the pebbles will get stuck in the teeth. As you can see right there, a pebble got stuck in the teeth. I'll try and pull out a little bit. You can see there. That's good. That means it's getting dull. So I just kind of keep at it. I've done this knife I've probably spent maybe 3 hours in total on this knife. So it's dull enough that I can use now. So I'm pressing quite hard on the knife, and you can see I'm getting marks on my fingers, but it's not cutting my fingers. And the way I tell if it's dull enough is just to take the knife. You can see this knife has the two sides to it. It has a larger side of teeth and then kind of the smaller side. This is my knife that I use. It's hard to get it in focus, sorry. I don't do this very often, so. Anyway, I use this knife for my finer work up by the face and ears and under her chin and chest. So this knife, the way I tell if it's dull enough is I will take it and run it over something just to see if it catches. Now when it's real sharp, I can actually pick up this towel with it, and you can see that I'm running it over the towel and it's not catching on the towel on either side. When I first got the knife, it would actually catch on it and pick it up. I couldn't even run it over it. So that's the way I tell that the knife is dull enough to use on those sensitive areas. And I actually do this with all of the knives that I use to do my hand stripping. So I hope that's helpful. I just used, like I say, the gravel that my husband got for the driveway. You could use road base, you could just use sand. There's enough, there are enough pebbles, I think, in sand that you could wash out and get pebbles about this size. Try and show you with my finger here. And then what you'll end up with eventually is the powder. You can kind of see it along this side. You end up with the powder in here, so I just shake the powder and get the rocks, the bigger pebbles to the top, so that I'm pushing the knife down through the pebbles. So I've actually done that with each of the knives that I use. I'll just sit and watch TV and twist and turn and run them back and forth until, again, there's one that's gotten caught, until I can press my fingers. This one's a little sharper. You can see the marks on my fingers. If I test this one on a towel, I don't know if you can hear it. You can kind of see it catching a little bit more. But this one is a bigger, a heavier tooth, so I use this on my heavy work when I'm trying to remove bigger amounts of hair. So I'm not too worried about it being a little bit sharper. I still could dull this one down a little bit, I think. Anyway, I hope this is helpful for all of you. Good luck.